Hello everybody, it's Nicole with A-Frayed-Knot, just hopping on tonight to do some crafting with you. So as you're jumping on, just say hey and let me know you are here, where you're watching from, and if you catch the replay, just say hey and let me know you're watching the replay. So we have a new kit in the online shop tonight. That is what we are going to make. It is very limited because I don't have any more of these and can't get any more. So when these are gone, they're gone as far as this kit goes. So anyhow, it's going to be double-sided. So one of the things that I wanted to say right off the bat is if you don't like the ish part, you can actually cut it off. And this will still very much work as just a welcome sign. But anyway, I want to see if I could see some comments really quick. Let's swipe out and swipe back in. As you're jumping on, just say hello. Let me know you are here. Hey, Darylyn, how are you? Hi, Brenda. So, let me show you what we're going to be doing tonight with this kit. So I already showed you the word cut out here. The sign is actually pretty long, but it's also a little bit thicker of a wood so that it can be a shelf sitter if you want it to. However, it does have holes drilled in it. Excuse me, and it comes with wire and a rusty bell so that if you wanted to hang it, you also could, because it would be cute like hanging on a door or something like that too. So that's always an option. Hey Jenny, how are you? Hi Renee. Hey Carol. How's it going? Hello Lisa. Hey Jeannie, how are you? So I hope everybody is having a fabulous day and you're getting ready for the weekend. It is hump day, so that's always a good thing. We're on the back side of the week, heading on into the weekend. We're in the home stretch. Hey Diana, how are you? Hi Linda. Hey Lonnie. Hello Geneva. So I have pre-stained this one with my Minwax Dark Walnut. Let me finish telling you about the kit. So one side is welcome-ish and the other side is going to be, we're going to paint it like a flag. It's going to be like a long flag. So it's going to come with this cool star cut out. And the star is going to go right there. And we're going to paint like a blue banner and then just some stripes for a flag. I don't know if you guys seen a reel that I did earlier about Essential Stencil. The stencil I've been using the last couple of times for a few of the DIYs I've done is actually on sale, but I finally got in there in the app to look around and order some stencils. That's how I found out it was on sale. So you guys, if you get a chance and you need to take a look at Essential Stencil, head over there because they have a few of them on sale that I've actually been using. So hey Lynette, how are you? So let's get started. The first thing that and I didn't stain this, I'll probably add a little stain to it after the fact, trying to decide the color, if any, I want to paint on the board that's going to say, the side that'll say welcome-ish. I already know one side is going to be the flag, but maybe we'll just do it a white chippy look. Maybe that's what we'll do. Oh, hey, Carol, yeah, so this is, so I do have that wonky star pack. This comes from there. So some of you may know that is from the Wonky Star pack, but I just took one of them and included it in this kit. So there's that. You need to get it. We do have some in the online shop if you want to grab one of those. I love all the star packs that we have. I have fun with the stars, so that's why we have so many different star packs. Plus they're nice, you know, you can't find stuff like that. So that's the cool thing. Well, hello, Maria. Hey, Teresa, how are you? Vicky, hello. If I didn't say hi to you already, hello. Sometimes I forget if I did or not, so if I said it already, just ignore me. Alrighty. So we're just getting it all waxed up. I did pre-stain with my Minwax Dark Walnut. Alrighty, here we go. So the first thing we're going to do is just base paint it all in the color cotton, and then we'll go from there. Thank you, Teresa. I appreciate that. Hello, Maria. Oh, Oh, Carol, I bet those are cool. I haven't been to Dollar General in a minute. In a long time, actually. I need to go there. I do like the Dollar General. There isn't one very close. And where there is one, I just don't go. I don't go that way. Hardly ever. So I brought out, I don't know if you noticed, I brought out my hairdryer. I was this close to getting a heat gun today and got sidetracked. So hopefully I can do it maybe later on. That's what happens. I set out to do it and then end up getting sidetracked. Something pulls me away and I end up doing something else. Has anybody else ever experienced that? Well, good evening, Vicki. Happy Wednesday. Hey, Chris. Sunny and beautiful. Nice. I'm glad you have some sunny and beautiful weather. It has been cold and gloomy here. Today was definitely like a May gray kind of day. You know what I mean? That's exactly what we've been dealing with is the May gray. And it's been kind of chilly. Sure has been kind of chilly. Yesterday it was nice though, because it was like started out like this in the morning and then it cleared up and the sun felt nice, but no sun today. Oh yeah, so easy to get sidetracked for sure. Well, hello Agatha, how are you? Hey Jane. I'm just making sure I didn't miss nothing, guys. Hold on. Hello, Deborah. Kathy says she gets sidetracked all the time. Hey, Diane, how are you? Oh, you haven't had dinner yet. I know, me either. And I feel all day today, I've felt kind of hungry. Woke up feeling hungry. I don't know why. I don't like that. And then, well, you know, I had my coffee and then it was okay. And had a little something, went to the gym, felt really hungry. I usually eat when I get home from there anyway, so that was good. But yeah, I feel real hungry right now. And usually I'm okay until I'm done, but I think, I'm about 99% sure my neighbor and I are going to go grab some tacos when we're done here, when I'm done here. So I'm excited about that because I didn't get none last night, so I think I'm going to go get some tonight. Get me some tacos. Told you guys before, I know some of you haven't heard of this, but we have this little taco spot not very far from here, and they have, I know I never say this right, but they're called birria tacos. It's just a type of meat. It's like a shredded type of beef, and it's just the way that it's cooked, but it's delicious. Holy moly, it's delicious. And yeah, so I haven't had any in a while, and I'm gonna go get some. I know some of y'all haven't heard of that, but they are so good. Okay. Oh, thank you, Maria, and thank you for the stars. I appreciate that so much. Thank you. Hey, Diane, how are you? Teresa says she usually has 5 things going at once. Yeah, same here. Oh, so the stain that I'm using is the Minwax Dark Walnut. That is what it is. Last night I used the Fudgesicle chalk paint from my chalk paint line, but tonight I actually used the stain. Let me show you what it looks like. My can is kind of big, but it is the Minwax Dark Walnut. Okay, I use the oil-based. They do make a water-based. I just have always grabbed the oil. It doesn't bother me. I know some people don't like the way that it smells. I think I'm just used to it. This is loud. Sorry, guys. Whew, and it's super powerful. My heat gun didn't hold a candle to that one. Chris, I've been eating all day. I feel the same way. So I buy these little, let me paint and talk at the same time, or we're going to be here all night, you guys. So I know everybody's heard of Eggo waffles. I like the blueberry Eggo waffles. That's not what I buy. I used to a long time ago, but there are, so let's see. Kodiak cakes, if anybody has ever had those. I buy those. It's a type of powder where you can make pancakes or waffles out of them. Well, they make a frozen waffle, so I'll buy those because they tend to have more protein in them, and so I eat that like toast. So I just put it in the toaster and then put a little bit of butter on it. That's where I have to be careful because I love butter. But I just put a tiny bit of butter on it, and they're good because they come in like a chocolate chip, and they're really, really good. They don't have a terrible amount of calories, but they have a lot of protein. So that's why I like them. Because I know I don't get enough protein. So that's my downfall right there. I don't get enough protein. Agatha, thank you so much for the stars. I appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, Lonnie, nice. Sarai actually makes a really good video also. That's where I very first had it, is she made it. It's the first time I ever had it. Delish. Diana, thank you so much for the stars. I appreciate that. Thank you. No, that's actually my hair dryer, Angela. It's not a heat gun, it's my hair dryer. I brought it out tonight because I remembered. And I darn near ordered one and then got sidetracked, so that's why I brought this out. Wouldn't have had it today anyway. Well, hello, Debbie. How are you? Okay, let's get it dry. It's really loud, so we don't need it that loud. Thank you, Tony, for the stars. I appreciate that. I feel like I'm yelling because this thing is so loud. Oh, fun, Agatha. You got a star party going on. I don't get to see it, so thank you for letting me know. Okay. We're going to need to put another coat on this. For sure, we're going to do another coat. There we go. So we're going to do the chippy, a little bit of the chippy look on here. Trying to decide how I want to do the side that says welcome-ish. So this is a kit in the online shop. The only thing is it's very limited because I don't have a lot of the welcome-ish cutouts. So when it's gone, unfortunately. So a lot of times with my kits, I can replenish them. But when I use things like this that I can't get anymore, then that's not the case. Thank you, Teresa, for the stars. I appreciate that. Thank you, Agatha. Renee, I appreciate the stars. Thank you, Lonnie. You guys are awesome. Thank you. Okay, let's flip it over, put another coat here. Aw, thank you, Agatha. So sweet. I appreciate that, everybody. Thank you. Oh, okay, I'll have to check that out. What is BP? Is that just the name of, is that just the brand name, BP, or is that short for something? Oh, maybe it means bee pollen. No, I don't know. I don't want to guess. So maybe it's maybe short for something. Hey, Bertha, how are you? Okay, I think that's pretty good. So one side I think is just going to stay white. The other side is going to get painted like a flag. Oh, peanut butter. Okay, I've completely missed that. Thank you. Okay, just the all natural kind. Hey, Patricia, how are you? Got it. Okay. Oh, I'm glad you're doing good, though. I know, it's crazy. Get so busy with just life, but I'm glad you're good. Well, hello, Leona. Hi, May. Oops, flicked it the wrong way. Okay. I just feel like it's still a little bit wet. Thank you guys for all the hearts. I appreciate that. Okay, that is good. So what we're going to do is paint. Let's go ahead and get our star painted, and then we are going, actually the star needs to be white also. I don't know what I was thinking. I'm glad I thought about that for a half a second, because I was about ready to paint it blue, but the star needs to be white. So
I didn't get that. Could you?
Every day. She does that every day. Right about this time. Okay, let's get this painted white, because we're going to paint the banner right in here blue. And then I'm trying to decide what color I want to paint the welcome-ish. So one side of this is going to be a flag, and it's going to be like patriotic. The other side, hey Gina. Hello, Mom. My mom just hopped on. Good evening, Gail. Hey, Tina. You're welcome, Patricia. Hey, Leona. Yep, busy, but it's good. I'm beyond blessed, so thank you so much. The other side, the welcome-ish sign, is really can just be like for your everyday type decor. You could certainly do it patriotic if you wanted to. I don't think I'm going to. Just trying to decide what color I want to paint welcome-ish. These little signs would make good gifts too. Yeah, they would just make a good gift. Well, hello, Chappie. How are you? All right, let me give this a dry. Just going to be painted white. That is it. Actually, I'm not going to give it a dry. I'm just going to sit it here and let it dry on its own while we paint up other things here. So I think I'll go ahead and distress this a little bit, and then we'll go ahead and paint the background color is going to be this, just chippy. I was actually thinking mustard, the color Gold Nuggets, but I was also thinking cottage green, just because I've really been loving cottage green, but I think we'll go with the mustard. I think the mustard will be good, because mustard, I honestly feel like we could use that for any season. Maybe not Valentine's Day, but spring, summer, 4th of July, Christmas, fall, we could use that for any season. Hi, Robin, how are you? So maybe we will do that, Chris. Yes. So the color gold nugget, that's probably what we'll paint the welcome-ish in. And I think I'm going to go ahead and use my little sponge dauber thingamabobber and paint that welcome-ish with that. But first, we're going to just go ahead and discuss this. So I did wax it. It makes it a lot easier to distress it. Get it that nice chippy look. So we're just going to kind of see where the paint comes off the easiest at for the first go around and then go from there. Thank you, Agatha. Thank you, Robin, for the stars. I appreciate that so much. Thank you, Agatha. Aw, thank you, Chappie. I'm glad you caught me too. I hope your doctor's appointments went well. Okay, so that looks pretty good. We could always chip it up a little bit more. Let's go ahead and do the other side, and then we're going to decide which side we want to paint the flag on. We'll do the flag on this side. And then we can come back and chip it up a little bit more. Oh no, they didn't have the anchor. I am so sorry. Well, I'm going to be working on a kit, and I actually was thinking, not 100% sure yet, but I've actually been toying around with the idea of making a little 3-pack wood pack of those anchors as well. So a kit and then like a little 3-pack of them. I've been kind of tossing that around in my mind up here. So that very well could be a possibility because I really like that size of the anchor, and I like the wood. I like the wood packs because they become very versatile for all kinds of things. So I'm really giving a lot of thought to that, just so you guys know. Oh, Carol, I am so sorry. I'm going to be praying that you get to feeling better quickly. I'm so sorry. Okay, so what we need to do is see how wide we're going to do the banner, which I think to about right here will be good. So I'm just going to put a little pencil mark where that's going to go. So I leave just a tiny bit over here on this side and then just a tiny bit on this side, but nevertheless, I need a little pencil mark just so I can see where to stop painting. Oh, awesome, Teresa. Good. I am so glad you found some, though. Such a good feeling. It's almost surreal. I know when I'm looking for something I haven't been able to find in a while. and I finally see it, it's like, are my eyes really seeing that? Is it really true? Oh, you know what? I don't know why I'm going through all that. We'll just use this one. The banner is going to be, let's think. Let's just do Blue Jay. Yeah, let's go ahead and do Blue Jay. The last couple of times we've painted flags, we use Liberty Blue and Tahoe, so tonight we'll use Blue Jay. Use that one. Alrighty. So I want to make sure I get the line somewhat straight here. There we go. That's good. And then we're just going to just kind of fill in the rest of it. I definitely will go back and do some more distressing on the edges here. And I'm not going to paint the sides. Nope, we're not going to paint the sides of this. The sides will remain white. I know, right, Agatha? I do too, exactly. Just puts a little pep in your step, right? It's like, thank you, Jesus. I get excited. I get excited like that like that though when I find a good parking spot too. Okay. Well, I didn't mean to get paint there, but that's okay. Hold on. I'm blowing everything down. Hold on, hold on. I'll add another little coat to this just to kind of make it a little more solid looking. Okay. I might use this one for the stripes on the flag also because it's really a good size. I like it. It didn't go kaput, but, well, hey, Jillian, I'm glad you caught me live, but what happened is it doesn't get hot anymore. So, and it's taken a while to dry things with cool air. I call it lukewarm air. So I brought out the hair dryer because I keep forgetting to get another one. Hey, Lizette, how are you? All the little gnats are just horrible. Hello, Linda. Yeah, so it's okay though. I just need to remember to get another one. That might be too big. Let's see what I got in here. No, those are not. Let's see what size this one is. Let's try this one. This one might work. So we're definitely going to be using the color Firehouse for the stripes on this. Oh, nice, Gina. I bet that's awesome. How cool. Might be good. Okay, so when I do the stripes, I like to just start in the middle. Now, I want to tell you, if you're getting this kit, you could, well, no, because we're putting wire. Never mind. I was going to say you could always stand it up, your flag up like this. It is kind of tall, so you could always stand it up like that, but it is kind of tall. And that, oh, that'll fit on there perfect, just like that. Mine isn't going to be that way because I am putting the wire on it. So if you put the wire on it and you stand it up like this, you'd have wire coming out of the side. So just keep that in mind. But at any rate, I'm going to do it like this, a sideways flag. Hi, Connie, how are you? Little Maria's Crafts, if you are interested, send me a private message. I think you're talking about the wood group. Send me a private message. And Sarai will give you the information that you need. Okay. So I'm going to start with a stripe right down the middle. That just kind of helps me to gauge where they're going to be at. And they're not perfect by any means, as you can see. And then I'm going to put one right here. And I'm just going to kind of widen them. And then put one at the top. I think we're only going to do 3. So we're going to widen this one in the middle also. So they're real rough, but I like them real rough like that. So that's how we're going to leave it. Aw, thank you, Chappie. Thank you, Carol. Thanks, Karina. I appreciate that. Yeah, I just don't like to take the time to tape it all off and go through all of that. I just rather do it like this. But I did get the stencil I told you guys about the other night from Essential Stencil that has that star stencil that I showed you. I have one. It used to come in a different pack. Now they've like redone it and put it in a pack where you get stripes and then you get the stars. So I got that and we're going to use it. As soon as I get it in, I have a kit we're going to try it on. I've got a new kit and I'm going to use that stencil when I get it in. So the new kit will come out when I get those stencils in. And I'm just going to tell you, it's a big sunflower and it's a door hanger. I probably gave everything away, but that's okay because it's going to be fun to make. The first time I've made one like that. And it's big. It's big, big. Okay, that's probably going to have to be good enough because I keep making them bigger and bigger, trying to straighten them out a little bit. Let's see. All right, it's going to have to stay like that. So that's exactly what it's going to look like. So let's put this like this. Also, I want to tell you guys, if you get this kit, be very careful with these because they're thin. They're long and they break easy. This actually, I broke this one and I had it sitting off to the side and I put it back together. So just be careful with them. They will come packed So they'll come on the board and wrapped up so that they don't get broken in transit. So they'll be wrapped up on the board so that they'll be good. It is called, let me actually tell you, Renee, I'll tell you what it's called right now. I like to shop with Essential Stencil from the app. But I'll tell you right now what it's called. Thank you, Elena, and hello. Okay, let us see. Doesn't it just figure? I pull up, put 4th of July, and you think it would pull right up. Let's put in stars. Oh, here we go. It's called, I should have known. It's called Stars and Stripes. That's what it's called. Thank you, Angela. And sure you could. I know you could do it. That's why I started in the middle. I know you could do it. All you got to do is just, and it doesn't have to be perfect. You look at mine. Let me show you. They are not even close to being perfect. But they're real edgy like that and look like the edges almost look dry brushed. And I do that on purpose. I don't paint them with a really fine and prominent line because my lines aren't straight. So that's why I like the edges to have, look, I'll show you up close. You see how there's almost like that dry brushed look going down? I like that as opposed to just having a really blunt straight line because my lines aren't straight. So that's why I do it like that. You're welcome, Renee. Okay, so what I'm going to do is take the gold nugget. I got the glue gun on, so we're good to go there. Take the gold nugget, put this little dauber thingy in here. And then we're just going to, just like this. Makes it easy peasy that way. You guys told me that, and I'm so thankful. You probably all been telling me that for a long time. I finally just did it. It's so much easier than trying to paint it. Love the gold nugget. Thank you, Angela. Aw, thank you, Karina. I appreciate that. You can kind of see it flexing around as I'm painting it. Or should we call it pouncing it? I don't know what in the world. I don't know what this is. Thank you, Chappie. Okay, I think we got it. See how quick it goes? I love the gold nugget on this. I like the brown edges. I know some of y'all don't like the brown edges. I don't mind them. I like them. So I'm going to leave them like that. I got all kinds of stuff on here. Okay, let's try it. That's pretty good. Yeah, this says welcome-ish. So if you don't like the ish part, you can cut that off. It's thin enough, it's cuttable. So you can just take some like wire cutters, tin snips, probably even a pair of scissors that you don't care a lot about, and you can cut it off. And it'll still look good on the sign. But this is actually, Rosemary, this is actually from Hobby Lobby. This came from Hobby Lobby. I picked up a small handful of them. I'm not really sure why. I don't remember why. I really should take notes when I do this. And I just had them sitting here. I got them when they first got the spring stuff out, and I can't get them anymore. I've looked in the stores. I've looked online. They're sold out. So that's why there's just a limited amount of the kits in the online shop, because I can't even get the welcome-ish anymore. So I decided to just go ahead and make a double-sided kit with it. Hey Debbie, how are you? One day, maybe sooner rather than later, I want to get a laser so that I can cut my own stuff like that. Word cutouts, not kits and things like that. It would just be for me, just for word cutouts, because I like that kind of stuff incorporated in the kits, but cutting that kind of stuff out is very much doable on a scroll saw. It's just not feasible, so that's why we don't do that. It's a lot of work. My woodworkers know, because we've cut stuff like that out, similar to it, and it's a lot of work. So we're just kind of cleaning up these edges here. Thank you, Angela. I kind of like it too. Hey, Brian, how are you? Okay, I think that's pretty good. So our glue gun is good to go. So what we're going to do, oh, you know what we need to do? We need to distress our little star. Okay. All right. I just really kind of scratched it up a little bit. Thank you for the stars. I appreciate that. One and done. That one was a lot of work, Vicki. Trust me, I know that was a lot of work. I was sweating while we were cutting that one out. That's how much work it was. Not that I couldn't do it, just that, whew, it's like if that thing was if I made that pattern any longer, I don't know what we would have done. Still been cutting it out. That's what we'd be doing. Aw, thank you, Carol. I appreciate that. Yeah, they are a little pricey. I just have to get some space for it. So it's going to be a whole undertaking for me to get one. Okay. All right, let's see here. I need to... I'm just going to kind of blend this in a little bit better here. My rag had quite a bit of stain on it, so I'm just kind of trying to blend it in a little. Okay, so there's what we're looking like with our star. It's going to go right there. You know what, I'm going to take a little bit of this and I'm going to go over the blue. There we go. So it fits on there perfectly. Perfectly. I tweaked this star. So in the vintage star pack, I tweaked this one just ever so slightly. So if you have a vintage star pack and you have scrap wood and you want to make a flag like this, it will work. I just tweaked this one just a smidge for this board. So just so you guys know, if you have the vintage star pack and you make a flag or anything like that, it'll definitely work. Thank you, Brian. The whole box from online. A box of what, Karina? I've bought stuff from online before, but what from? Let me see. Maybe I misunderstood. From a dollar store. Just depends. I've bought stuff from the dollar store like that before, just depending what kind of kits I've got going on. Yeah, I've done that. Just for Hobby Lobby, I was just kind of looking in case, you know, I needed to do more. I just can't get them. It's in the spring section, so a lot of that stuff is already gone and they're not restocking it. Okay, so what we're going to do, so there we are with our little flag. We're going to flip it over. And we're going to put welcome-ish on, and then we're going to wire it up, okay? So we're bringing this thing into the station. We're almost done. So it's going to go on there just like that. So it's just a cute little sign. And like I said, it could be a shelf sitter or a hanger. I've designed it to be either. The wood is thick enough that it's going to sit up if you want it to sit up. And it always looks cute with the wire on it. And then I didn't even show you all the things it comes with. So it comes with the wire, the raffia, the jute rope, and a rusty bell. So that always looks cute on the top anyway, just like a little embellishment. Whether you want it to sit or to hang. So let's get our glue back here. Like I said, be very careful with this word cutout because it breaks easily. I've already broke this one once. Had to put it back together. So we just want to make sure, give it a little pressure. Thank you, Chappie. I got them done last weekend, finally. It had been a while. But I went with kind of a springy, vibrant color. Thank you. I appreciate that. I like it. Okay. Like I said, if you don't like this part, you can cut it off. But I just went ahead and left it because I think it's cute. So we've got the rusty bell, the raffia, and the wire. So we're going to go ahead and undo our wire and then get our sign wired up. Oh, thank you, Debbie. I try. It's not always, doesn't always happen that well. Okay, so we're going to get this all straightened out. Hey, Angela. Thank you, Agatha. Okay, so we're just going to run the wire through like so. Just pull a little bit through. See how much I got over there. And then I'm going to bend it up. and around just like that, and then just do a few little curly cues. And then we're going to do right about this area right here in the wire, we're going to do a few curly cues. Okay, I'm going to show you over here on the other end. I like to just show in case you can't do them by hand like that, and I realize most people can't. So I like to show you how I first started doing them. Everybody's got to start somewhere, so I'm going to show you how I first started doing them. And if you do it like this enough, trust me when I tell you, you will eventually be able to just do it freehand. So what I do is, we'll go ahead and put the wire through like so. I probably should do it from this side because this is the side I did it from. Pull the wire all the way through. No, it was not. That wasn't it. It was this side. Okay. Getting all confused. So pull it through however tall you want your hanger to be. It doesn't really need to be super tall. That's pretty good. That looks good right there. So then what we're going to do is we're going to wrap it around just like this, and then just grab something round, anything. It could be a paintbrush, a pencil, a pin, a Sharpie marker, whatever you got that's round. A dowel, if you have a dowel. And then I just put your round object, and then you just wrap the wire around this. And it's not super tight. It's just like a guide. You see how it's just kind of a guide to wrap it around. And then you can pull, you see how I have a little bit sticking out left over? Just pull that out, and then I just bend that and shove it in like so. And then you have, we could wrap it around even again. And then you have your little curly cue. And the same applies right here. We could have done the same thing right there. And then you have a little hanger. But we also have a little bit of jute rope. I just didn't go with like a bow on this one because I wanted the welcome-ish to be able to be used any season. And I felt like the raffia, a lot of times I'll like on this type of stuff, the raffia with a little bit of jute rope, just a little bit better because it can go for any time as well, but it doesn't really take away from anything either. So that's why I decided to go with the raffia and the jute. Plus I like the messiness of it. So you just want to kind of even out your jute rope, even out your raffia. It's not a lot, but you don't really need a lot. You could always take the strands because they're kind of thick, and then you can just break them up like this to make them a little more full if you want them a little more full. You see I'm just kind of splitting them apart. And then we're going to take our jute rope and just kind of lay it in there so everything's kind of even. And then we'll just come over here like this. Since the Rusty Bell is over here closer to that end, we'll put the bow, the little raffia and jute bow over here on this end. I like that. And then I like it to just hang kind of long and messy. You could definitely trim it up a little bit. Even if you don't want it that long, we could trim it a little bit more. But I like it to hang kind of long and messy. And then when you want to use the flag side, you can just kind of flip your bow over. Just like that to the flag side. See? And then we have our little patriotic and welcome-ish sign. So just a little double-sided, patriotic, welcome-ish sign. I like it. I think it's cute. It's simple. And then I should show you, it is like a shelf sitter also. So you could definitely... I'm getting it all twisted up here. So you can see how it sits on a shelf perfectly fine. Whichever side you would like to have sitting, and then you have like the little embellishment of the wire. So the wire is just kind of cute to have if you have it as a shelf sitter or either hanging. So perfect. It's kind of multifaceted, however you want to use it. So I hope you guys enjoyed this one tonight. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. It is available, but when it is gone, it's going to be gone. I'm not going to be able to add any more of this one. If they get them next season, maybe, but at any rate, it is there. So thank you so much for being here and for all of the love and support and the stars and the hearts. It means more to me than you guys even know. Thank you. Oh, thank you, Karina. Thanks, Chappie. Thank you, Diana. Thanks, Ellen and Angela. Thank you, everybody. I appreciate that. You too, Carol. Thank you so much. Oh no, they're falling off, Rosemary. It's in the sun for any length of time. You could definitely put wood glue. Yeah, you could definitely use a little bit of hot glue like in the middle of it just to kind of hold it, you know, because it sets up right away, the hot glue, but the wood glue will help to hold it longer. I use the Gorilla Glue sticks. Maybe you do too, but after a while they'll give way, but they've held for a little bit for me. So thank you, I appreciate that. Thank you, Brian. So you guys, thank you so much for being here with me. You have a fabulous rest of your night. I will be back tomorrow. So until then, enjoy, and I will see you soon. Take care, guys. Bye.